Is that your intro?
No. Episode 2 of Seat Time Podcast, and today we have our good friend Shain Cannon of Drift Team Destroy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I don't really want to go into too much about like driver intros too much, but of the whole how you got into drifting thing because it's so played out.
Yeah,
everyone knows it.
Everybody gets it in the same way.
I know. Yeah. But tell them a little bit about yourself and how long you've been doing it, and where you're from and what you drive, man.
Oh boy, that's quite a list. We'll start with where I'm from. I'm from here. Went to Snohomish High School out in Snohomish, Washington. We're about an hour north of Seattle.
Yep.
Yeah, born and raised here. Lived here my whole life.
We're in Everett, Washington, by the way.
Oh yeah, today
Everett, Washington.
I moved. I downgraded from Snohomish to Everett. I bought my own place. I can't afford that Snohomish lifestyle.
Yeah.
Too expensive. Yeah, it's gonna be out there. That's the goal, though. Move out there one day. Where were we?
I don't know. How long have you been driving?
How long have I been driving? Let's see. I think I started driving, drifting. That is in 2007.
Okay.
Back in the good old days, Evergreen, you know?
Yeah.
Back when you used to get jazzed up to go out there.
Back in the good old days
Back in the days.
Drifting period.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I first started driving. I would have been, so I was born 1990. So that put me at 17. That's it. The math is always easy because every 10 years.
1990?
Yeah.
You're 30?
Yeah, I'll be 30 in August.
Okay, cool. Alright.
I'm the young gun here.
Let's start. Alright. His name is Shain Cannon. He's 30 years old. He's from Snohomish, Washington, and lives in Everett.
Yeah.
We're old as fuck. I'm 34. I don't even know. I was born in 1984. So that
I was
makes
born in
me...
1983.
That's like 36.
You're 35.
I'm 35.
Yeah.
I'm 35 years old. Nikolay's 36.
I'm 36.
So we're closer to 40 than anything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Middle-aged men.
Alright, and then 07 was what? 13 years ago? 13 years ago.
We're 2020 now, so yeah, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
It's been so fucking long, dude.
Okay, dang.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Okay.
Yeah, that means I just got my license like the year prior, so it didn't take me long to get into it.
Yeah. Okay, so did you start drifting like straight up, or did you come from like drag?
I came from elsewhere. When I was a kid, I raced quarter midgets, which is like, it's like a little mini sprint car.
Okay.
My dad got me into that when I was like 10.
Okay, so your family was into
cars, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my dad never really had cars when I was younger. I mean, he never had a garage. He did when he was younger, but he's older. He's like 67 or 68 now, so he's put in his time. So he was like, when I was born, he was 38. So he'd already had his fun.
Yeah.
He was already in like the more responsible lifestyle. So
that's cool.
I didn't grow up with like the cool cars in the garage. Cause I have a 2-year-old, by the way.
Yeah.
Another one coming.
He's a dad.
So I'm gonna be that dad where I have all the cool cars in the background, and cool cars, wrenches. I mean, I got motors torn apart all the way around the garage right here, so I'm never stopping. But not that I, fault my dad for that. So he wasn't a car guy when I was younger. I mean, in the back of his mind, he always was, but I think he'd given up a long time ago. Right. But yeah, he got me into racing quarter midgets, and so I did that from 10 to 16 or 15.
Oh, cool. All right. So you had a racing background.
Yeah, I had a racing background.
Okay.
We had the motorhome, we had the trailer. We'd go out every weekend, spend the weekend racing.
4-wheel shenanigans.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That's, and when I was younger and in high school, like when I didn't watch like all the regular shows kids watch. I'd watch like Spike TV or G4 or like all those like Power Nation shows. Like, I don't really care too much for that now. But just when I was a kid, I was like, oh, all these people building cars, that's so cool. I want to do that when I get older.
So did you make the transition from sprint cars to drifting straight up?
Yeah, I never did anything in between that. Mainly because one of the biggest things that got me into drifting was the price of entry to get into it. You could take your daily driver car and go out to the track and have fun. You could also go to Mexico and have fun too. I mean, we all grew up driving to Mexico. I mean, it's a 3-day trip. We go. It's worth it.
Yeah.
If you talk a little bit louder, hopefully
it's picking it up.
Hopefully it's picking up. I don't have a microphone.
Your mic. Jay, turn this shit up.
Yeah.
You need to buy yourself a mic.
I know, right? Cool. So you've been drifting for 13 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about your platform a little bit. Have you been diseased the whole time, or?
No,
Okay,
no.
cool.
So it's a fun story. It's detailed. So I started out drifting.
07.
07.
Okay.
Z32 is obviously not your average pick for a drift car, right?
Yes.
So my entry to drifting also was rather odd. So my first cool car that I had was the Toyota MR2 Turbo, 1993. So SW20.
Oh, cool.
Mid-engine turbo. You know, obviously I had the boost crank way up on a stock motor. Popped a couple of those, rebuilt it, put it back in. You know, but I wanted to drift that. I took it to the track one time, and I didn't even get a pass in because that car was plagued from the beginning. Like, if I ever had a car that just like always was broken, that was the car.
Your first car was your broken car?
First cool car. I had a Toyota truck and
a
couple of stupid, like, you know, just like in-betweens before I got my first cool car.
Yeah.
So I got that when I was going to Snow Island, the tech center right by Hollywood. The instructor had it with a broken timing belt out back, and he's like, "You can have $2,000." I was like, "Okay." So I sold everything I had and bought it.
He got you.
He got me.
You got you.
So you got it. It was a turbo MR2. It was the coolest thing ever when you're 17.
Yeah. So you started with MR.
Yeah, so I wanted to drift that, and I do a couple power slides on the street, but you could never link anything. You could just like come in, clutch kick, go, and then.
Got some balls though, like mid-engine car.
Oh, it was sketchy. I looped it a few times.
When we went to Japan, we were at Eco. There was a dude with an SW20 there.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, holy shit, this dude can drive.
There's a guy that drives the Shawano, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That has he has a ZZW, the MRS.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are dope.
Yeah, I'd love to have one of those, but different story.
This is a lot more.
But yeah, so that thing was always broken, no matter what I did. And finally, I saved up enough money to go out to the track, because, you know, when you're 17 working at fucking Burger King after hours, you're making like $30 a day, and then you spend half that on gas.
Yep.
And so I went out to the track, and I was having this issue where, like, if I shut the hood, the starter would engage. Yeah, so I thought I had it figured out, and like it wasn't doing it, and then like I get out, I go through tech, I make it to tech, you know, I drove there.
Evergreen?
Yeah, Evergreen.
Okay, cool. This is 07?
07, you guys were both there.
Was I?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It's been so long.
Dang, 07?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I could have sworn that Evergreen didn't open up till 08. No?
I don't do.
It might have been 08.
I'm forgetting shit.
It might have been 08.
I think maybe it was 06. I don't remember.
No, I think they've been doing it since 06.
Okay, cool, 06.
I remember I just had my license, and I'd go out there to watch you guys, and you know, Gleb was alright back then, but not.
Who?
Who's
that?
Never heard of her. Never heard of her.
But who else? Roland, you know, back in the day.
Yeah.
I loved watching you guys because it was just a group of you, nobody else. Where nowadays you go out there, there's 80 plus drivers. You don't want to drive with any of them.
Yeah.
But you know, I remember going out there when I just got my license. Like, I don't even remember what car I had. But me and my buddy Kyle go out there to watch you guys, and so you guys are definitely out there. I got to the start line with that MR2, and the same thing happened.
What color was it?
Green.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, green MR2. Cool.
I'm like this whole time.
One time, you're not
to visualize.
You're not gonna remember the one time because you guys are busy doing your own stuff.
You only give me one time.
One time with that car.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's why I'm trying to.
That's why the whole story was like the one time I get out there, it broke on me. So like, as soon as I got to the car in front of me went, and I pulled up, and then the starter fucking engaged. And it's just like sitting there, the motor's running, the starter's engaged, grinding on the flywood, and I'm like, and I shut it off, and the starter's still running, and it's just sitting there. I hop out in the car, God damn it! Unhook the battery, call a tow truck, get it towed home, and like the next night, like I posted that shit up on Craigslist. I ended up trading, over it. Traded it to a guy in Bremerton across the water for my first RB20 S13. It was a hatch.
So you went from SW20 to S13?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, about the best move you could make getting into drifting.
Yeah. How long did you play with S chassis for?
Till about 2000. 2011.
Okay.
Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up.
Don't pick it up.
You gotta
You
slide
can
it.
pick it up, you can just restart it.
Yeah, it'll turn off automatically.
No, maybe if you're,
I want to share the heat. It's freezing right now. It's like,
it's only Washington in the middle of winter.
yeah. I'm tired.
Yeah, so I played with SGSs for what, 2007 until 2012 roughly.
That's good. That's a good amount of time.
Yeah, I only tracked the white car, the RB20 car, a couple times. Then,
You spend actually 90% of the time fixing that.
yeah, that car actually, when it was in the state that I got it from the guy, which surprising to me, come to find out who owned the car. Probably was a Nick Schnell car at one point.
Oh, Nick Chanel.
Yeah, name drop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah,
It
so
was a Cooper hat.
it was a hatch.
Oh, okay, cool.
White S13 hatch. I think the only body mods it had was like the Canadian fogs and like
Basic.
yeah, basic.
But that's, dude, for like that time.
Yeah, it had Megan coils, welded diff.
At those times, it was still really hard to get a lot of the JDM parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it was
wheels
hard
are
to
very
get.
scarce.
Nobody knew about
stuff like
Gruber,
that.
nobody knew about Yahoo
No,
Japan.
there was none of that shit going on.
So you dabbled with S chassis for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when did you find it's like, hey, you know what?
So
I'm a peacock. I want to dance. I want to be unique.
You gotta let me fly.
And
so you're asking how do I get into this car?
Yeah.
Or
Or Z class. Is this your first one?
This is no.
Okay.
No. The only other one was the other one I used to run Pro-Am, but
Okay.
all the same parts.
The one that was like the blue.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
blue.
The 6A, just no livery.
Yeah.
I'd like to bring that livery back, but do it right, because that was like, I hacked the bodywork on, I spray painted it.
I like it.
So it was real trashy.
that idea.
Now that I know how to paint with a proper paint gun and do like proper dual stage paint, you know,
I think it would look fun.
it would be cool to bring it back, but
Yeah.
it's kind of played out.
I've never seen it.
I like it. Why? It's sick.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's
There's just
retro too.
there's too many people on the Z32 forums that paint their fucking stock 300Z.
okay, I get
with
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With like some hideous 17-inch chrome, like 17x8s.
Enough said.
So
Okay.
like, let them have
But
it.
maybe you could do it better.
That's why I did it, because like I know I can pull this off better. And then unfortunately my vision did not come to life because I was rushing it to make Pro-Am, and it was like, to fit this TDP kit, I had to cut the fenders like up into here, you know?
Oh yeah,
And
I
it
remember.
just- And it was like the body was
When were you
trash.
running Pro-Am? You were running
2016, 15, and 14.
Oh, no shit. Hey, okay.
After I gave up on life.
Yeah.
14 through
Around
okay.
12.
Wow.
Might have been, no, I think it was just 2014 to 15 actually.
Okay.
Maybe 13, 14, 15, something, I don't know.
What?
A long time ago.
Like, what made you choose the Z?
So yeah, that's a good story. A little lengthy too. I love telling stories.
Yeah.
It's a good one. So, there's two different stories. What got me into this chassis and what got me into Z's. We'll start with what got me into Z's because it makes what made me pick this car better for the mistake I made.
Sick.
So what got me into Z's was, when did Tokyo Drift come out? Which has nothing to do with Z's, obviously. When did it come out? I want to say 2008.
Nah, yeah. Pre-2010. Yeah, 2008.
It was,
So
it was right around when you guys started going to Evergreen, I think.
Oh, wait.
Maybe a little after.
Probably, yeah.
So that came out. I would have been, no, there's no way, dude. It had to have been, it was like 2014.
Let's look it up.
No, 2004.
Jamie, pull it up.
It has to, because I was young. I didn't have my license when that came out. That's what's prevalent to the story. So anyway, pre-2005, I want to say, or maybe around 2005. So that came out, you know, cool cars. The Fast and the Furious was still good movies at that point. I mean, 2 kind of sucked.
Yeah.
What was it?
2006.
2006. Okay, 6. I was 16 when.
Fuck, we're old.
2006.
So
I remember.
maybe
I
it
remember
was-
seeing that in theaters.
Yeah, maybe it was Tokyo Drift. Maybe it was the original. I think it might have been the original one. But that had been out for like a year or something. Me and my buddy Kyle, we used to watch that like every fucking weekend. That's how nerdy
I
I
think
am.
like most car dudes are like that.
Yeah.
They're like watching something. It's just they don't tell their friends. You know,
Yeah.
they don't want to get embarrassed. It's like, fuck, I have like a Fast and Furious movie-thon. or some
Yeah.
shit, you know.
But anyhow,
But they just don't tell their friends.
so this was like, you know, the vibe of life at that time was just like, I want to be a Fast and Furious driver. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool. That's what
That's
I'm
dope.
That's what I want to be. And so I remember one night I was laying in bed, just like trying to go to bed, and the neighbor kid up the street was a couple years older than me. So they were in high school, and his buddy had his license. And I remember just laying in bed, just hearing just, I'm just like, oh my God, this is so cool from some hillbilly kid from Snohomish, you know? We never saw cool cars out there.
Yeah.
So, there was never JDM cars. Walker was the first kid to bring JDM cars to Snohomish, I think.
Walker
Wilkerson.
That is the name I haven't heard.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So anyhow, so I heard all those noises, and then I'm walking to the bus the next morning, and there's one of these cars.
Yeah.
Kind of clapped out, but just, it had a body kit, wheels, obviously big turbos and blow-off valves and jazz, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I loved everything about it. Like, it was one of the cooler cars.
JDM Lambo.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of the, and he had Lambo doors, and when I was walking by, he actually walked out there. I think he opened the doors and he had Lambo doors on, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get one of those one day.
That's cool.
And then, so come to get my license, and back then, these cars were still like, they weren't quite super territory, but they were still, 12 to 18 grand.
Damn, really? Really?
Yeah. Which is hilarious because now you can pick them up for $2 grand.
Yeah.
Dirt, nobody wants them.
They're expensive.
But 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they were still worth some money.
Sick.
So again, for a 16-year-old kid going to school, you type that in Craigslist, and you're like, nope.
Yeah.
So that's what got my start on those, and then I gave up. And then I got into, when I did get into drifting, I still kind of wanted. I was like, well, if I get a non-turbo one, that might work.
Yeah.
But they were still out of the price range, and like I was smart enough to know like they're not a good drift car, and I've known that all along.
Really?
So that's how it messed up in the head. Yeah. Even when I got this car with the predecessor to this one, I knew it wasn't a good drift car. I knew I could make it work. But it's like that's when I got the 240 and played with 240s for a while.
Yeah.
Had a Corolla in there.
I think everyone did. I had a 8.6 for a little bit.
Oh, they're the best. They're the worst, but they're the best.
I love it. It's one of my favorites still.
They're like non-turbo rotaries.
One of my favorites. Just a nice 16 valve.
Yeah. But yeah, so then what got me into this chassis, that's another story, which is fun. So I had my Corolla, and I think it was a red top. It was red top with a blue top, the high comp. Yeah, it was the high comp.
Who cares?
Yeah.
The Gallon 24.
Yeah. It was enough power to where, I've always called it dick and balls, but it's there in Woodinville. It's the on-ramp and off-ramp from 405 to Woodinville, Mexico. There we go.
Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So you've got 405 heading towards Bellevue, Mexico.
Yep.
And then you get off, and then loop back around and get up, and you go up, you turn around.
Yep.
If you were Skyview, it looks like a big
but no.
But let's just say, theoretically, it was enough power that you could hit the downhill on that in the rain, just Monday, coming about 60, it quickly goes skirt, and set it, and then just power on, and just dun.
That's dope.
Oh God, there's a hilarious story there too, because I remember. Well, let's see, I hypothetically remembered. Same video of a Corolla coming down that and a 3000 GT that was just some randa, behind it. And
I think that's the laws of statutory limitations apply. So Are these local guys?
What?
Are these local guys?
They're local guys, yeah.
Are they still around? Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I was like, are we doing? I got lost in the 3000 GT part. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah. So what it was I hit it.
I was doing a math.
I hit it, and the car must have been behind me, right? So I hit it, and I come back around, and I hit it again. And you know how it's like a downhill and a curve.
Yeah.
So it's like a big sweeping downhill. So I'm halfway around the crest, and pointing towards me in the wall is a fucking 3000 GT with the headlights smashed out. And I'm just like, probably 45, 30, 50 miles an hour at that point because, you slow down, obviously.
Nani?
Yeah. Initial D transfer,
Yeah.
And, to my face, just like, oh God. But
So, fuck Corollas. How did you get to see it?
Get there. It's a long story. Tell stories. That's why we're here, right? Tell stories.
No, I get it.
People like stories.
Yeah. 3000 GTs. I like it. I saw one the other day.
That's a car I want to never own. I like them, but
it's cool.
It's like this, but worse. It's 4-wheel drive one of these. Come on now.
Did it come all-wheel drive?
They are all.
They're all.
Yeah, the only one wants the VR4, and it's.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, stupid. No.
That's cool.
So I had the Corolla, and I was gonna have Ray swap a JZ into it.
Auto Hero, Garage Auto Hero.
Garage Auto Hero, Ray Stonehawker. Local car builder, been building cars for 20 years now.
Yeah.
He built
For a long
Didn't he
time.
build your car for FD one time?
Hey, he's building the car right now.
He's built one of your cars right now. Yeah, he built many FD cars.
Yeah,
but
I did.
I remember I had the Corolla. I bought the 2J from an Aristo at Ford Engines over in Linwood. Pulled it out. I remember sending an email like, "Hey man, will you swap this motor into this?" And he replies with, "I don't really do Toyota stuff." And then I really started thinking about it. I was like, do I really want to spend like to do all that right? It's gonna be like 10, 15 grand to swap that into the car because you got to do suspension and brakes. I mean, you can't just put a 2J in a Corolla and expect it to work. I mean, it'd work, but God, you'd hit the brakes and the thing would never stop. You'd try to drift and it would just be too front heavy.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I really want to spend that much money on a shitbox 80s Corolla? I mean, I love them.
You
God,
do not.
they're terrible cars.
You do not.
I do not. So I sold the Corolla, kept the JZ, bought an S14 shell.
Okay.
Had an automatic in it. I started collecting parts, and the whole time this car, well, the predecessor to this, so I was working at Toyota at the time, Toyota Kirkland, and one of my coworkers, his brother had this car, and then sold it to him like 6 months prior to me getting it.
Okay.
He was gonna fix it up and make a cool car. So that's when I bought the S14 shell. And I started saving up parts. You know, I had everything but like mounts and a wire harness to like do the swap. And still just, you know, hardly making any money. Never really had a lot of money or time.
We're all broke dick drift kids.
Yeah.
It was
so, you know, it was
the best of times.
Looking out on the horizon, it was still going to be like 3-4 months before I was able to finish the project. I'm very impatient. Very impatient. And also I like 300 ZXs, so that should explain all that. A little messed up in the head. So
are they like RX-7s? Like they have their own niche.
Oh yeah, they're very niche and they're very terrible, but we love them.
Like but aside from you and Dom, Dom Goldstar.
Yeah, we know you.
Yeah.
Better watch.
You guys are only the two people I know that have ever driven 300 ZXs. Which is funny. I've had with both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like they're very unique chassis.
Yeah, well, both
They look fucking cool. It's one of the, I don't know. I like the shape.
Yeah, both of them on paper though. Neither of them are a good drift car. Am I right on paper?
I don't know. You tell me. Like I don't know. That's what I was gonna ask you next.
Well, like when you're getting into drifting and you type in does 300ZX drift?
Oh yeah.
No. You're an idiot. No. Steal the brakes and the math and sell it.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then RX-7
Same thing with RX-7s.
RX-7s are the same way. Yeah, they're like, oh, they're too twitchy. They're smaller than the Miata. The wheelbase is too small. Blah blah blah. No torque. You're an idiot. The motor's gonna blow up 3 times before you even make it to the track. So it's like, you know, on paper, neither of them are good.
Fortune favors the brave.
Exactly. But no, back to the story.
Yeah, I get it. No, cool. Yeah, you're good.
So where were we? Yeah, the S14. And so yeah, that was just going along, and then Nolan, the guy that owned the 300, was like, "Hey, dude, I'm having a kid. Don't really have the time to finish the car. Rest and rip. I'll sell it to you for $2,500." And I was like,
$2,500.
$2,500 Z.
Yeah, Nolan said he'll sell me that for $2,500. I mean, nowhere near that condition, obviously, but just a twin turbo, 300ZX, twin turbo, manual transmission. I think the synchros and the training were bad, but he's like, I'll sell it to you for $2,500 just to get out of my hair. And I was like, ooh, I can easily sell the JZ and all this, you know? And so I sat down, I thought about it, and, you know, back to being on paper, it was like, the car is already turbo. I can sell the S14 for more than enough to bucks. I think I sold the S14 shell for $2,500.
Yeah.
So that was enough to buy the car. And then I sold the JZ for, I think I got $4,000 for everything, because I had clutch, R154 and all that. So I had enough to buy coils, buy a clutch, you know, everything I knew I needed, because I built drift cars in the past. I knew the starter pack, you know.
I like that.
And I had enough to buy that. So I said, fuck it, and went for it. Because I knew that on paper, it's not gonna drift, but I mean, you can make anything drift.
What makes them hard? Like what's I mean, are they nose heavy? Like, what's the weight?
No, the weight distribution's great.
Okay.
Honestly, nothing really does make them that hard to drift. It's more of what it takes to get them to drift, because 9 out of 10 of them are non-turbo. That motor's pathetic. I put one in. Do you remember my VG my non-turbo VG?
I'm totally. What did it come with? A VG30?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a VG30.
Yeah, it's a VG30.
Okay, cool.
There's a DE and a DETT, so non-turbo and turbo.
Sick. Okay.
Because essentially the rear end is everything.
The rear end is the same as
S
chassis. The front end is R32.
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically, on paper, it should drift just fine.
Yeah.
Because you can drift both
platforms
32
just fine.
and an S chassis.
It's
just
just
pretty much the same damn thing.
Yeah, it's the motor that scares everybody away.
No shit. Oh,
Because
they should work on it.
It's just like a stock FD. You open it and you just close that shit. You're like, no.
Yeah.
As soon as you take the twins off and delete all the vacuum hoses and bullshit and get rid of all the other crap.
Oh yeah.
Then, like, looking at yours, that thing's money. It's like, oh, that's so simple. Same with this now. But like when you get it, you just nope.
Yeah, there's too much shit going on in it once you start deleting. But then you're deleting stuff and essentially you're turning everything into a drift car. You're not. It's not a daily.
Not daily anymore.
I mean,
you could daily it. But
you could if you're like 23.
Yeah, so that's what got me into it, and from there it was downhill.
And now we are here.
So,
we're here.
like behavior-wise, like you've driven S chassis before. Like, how does this compare to that? Like, starting from initiation, mid-drift, like switchbacks and everything.
It's been so long. Like, I don't drive as much as I should anymore. So like, comparing the two, no, none of us do. It's pretty similar, really. I mean, the cars.
To like a S13
It's
or
heavier,
an
though, right?
S14?
Off the bat, it's heavier.
Oh yeah, much heavier.
Is it?
Those are 3,400 pounds.
Oh.
I mean, this one's not, but
Well, I think S13, like 180, is like
27, 28.
2,900 pounds. Like full.
That's 500 pounds.
That's a big difference. Swinging, like
Yeah.
even transitions. Whoosh.
Yeah, as far as it's not as forgiving as an S chassis.
Okay. So like
I mean-
when you're initiating, like, do they have a good amount of ankle stock? Or
No, they're terrible stuff.
Okay.
It's like an FD.
Like a FD. Or
But I mean, I learned to drive this car and
or
stock
like an
numbers.
RX-8.
Who is an RX-8 now? FDs are pretty bad too, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're all terrible.
Yeah.
We're all masochists.
Any car is terrible stock. I mean, let's be honest. Even 350Zs, which most people on the internet say are decent factory, they're fucking terrible.
Huh.
Like I did one event, and yanking that off and putting
They're
on it.
McPherson's right?
These?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
they're dual wishbone. But
cool.
it's,
Race car.
it's not dual wishbone.
Oh, okay.
So your dual wishbone, your RX-7 is like this, right?
Yeah.
This is like this. So one of them's like a 45-degree angle. It's fucking stupid.
It's like 1.5 wishbone.
Some
Yeah.
fuckery going on.
Yeah.
And then rear ends what?
S chassis. So
Okay, cool.
they don't call that McPherson, it's called something else, but yeah, it's just your typical. I mean, I have S chassis knuckles on the back.
Yeah, just our
And I think the Rukas and the
Europa control arm. Yeah.
traction rod are S chassis.
What's the power band like?
Very, very like flat, I think you'd call it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like an RX-8.
Yeah, well, not that flat. It's,
Okay.
it's not
Not that one.
it's kind of this.
Yeah, show me the diagram. Okay.
Well, no, this.
Okay.
But like your typical JZ is kind of like more like that.
Yeah.
So, because I had my buddy drive it, Joe Lynn. He has like a 6 or 7 horsepower JZ.
Shout out to Joseph Lynn, driven specifications.
Yeah.
D-spec garage.
Yeah, I had him drive it at one open drift over the summer.
Okay.
And he was telling me how incredible the torque difference is between the two. Because on paper, you know, they're both 3 liter, they're both turbo.
Oh, between what? The Z?
The VG motor and the
2J.
2J. Because
2J, okay.
he's big single, you know, and this is 2 small twins.
And he has a big single JZ in his hatch.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's in a 240, and it's a big single JZ. And he was
Torque
saying
differences in like when one kicks in opposed to the other, or overall.
Like this engine, this package is a lot more forgiving when you're on and off throttle, when you're transing on the throttle, it gets right back into it.
Yeah, you got
where the JZ
twins.
kind of gets you. You know, this is just right there. It's like
What is the red line? 6?
78.
78? Oh, not bad.
Not terrible.
Well, so you got twins, so obviously a little smaller package, but
Yeah.
produce the same amount of power. You got
Yeah, but it does taper off at the top, which is annoying.
No shit.
But and it doesn't fall on its face or nothing, you know. But it's not like you know, your JZ will just keep pulling all the way until you shit. Well, roughly, you know. Where this kind of comes on sooner and then tapers off a little bit more at the top.
Well, it's the same thing. You upgrade the twins and then they can do the same
exactly,
thing.
yeah.
So it's just now you're just playing with power adders.
Yeah, and I mean
bigger turbos. Whatever.
Exactly, and this is still stock head. Like nothing in the head is touched. Still stock cams, buckets, fins, all that.
Drive the shit out of it.
Yeah, thing made 600 horsepower on stock.
Damn!
What are you flying a D2010? Damn. We haven't heard those numbers in a while. It's fucking 1,000 horsepower.
How much?
Nowadays.
How much were you making when we counted that one time?
600.
Damn! Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not using all 600. I'm
Yeah,
probably
one thing
using
that's
300.
making me and the other was putting it down.
Yeah, on those Achilles tires. Yeah,
All the what are they?
not 123s. The other ones, just the ATR Sports.
ATS Sports.
You can get those off Amazon for like $75 shipped to your house.
Cut that shit out because we don't need people. I'm kidding. Go on Amazon, buy up all of them, give them business.
But just, I mean, you can't beat 2-day free shipping. That's my
No, you can't.
What do you like most about driving it? If there's gotta be pros.
The uniqueness.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
For sure.
yeah.
There's that one picture of us, like,
Yeah.
walking in, like, in the bank. It looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
I like it because it's not like anything else out there.
Yeah.
Fuck S chassis. So many people have them, and I mean, you can only do so much. You know, everybody runs the same wheel, same kit. And
Yeah.
set yourself apart. Maybe do some livery design or something. You know, maybe a different funky color. But I like this a lot more than, even though like I have S chassis stuff, but. You know, it sets itself apart. I like that. I like the unique.
That's about the one thing it's got going for it.
But still, like you said, like the suspension wise is like pretty much similar to a 32 or 14 at this point, right?
Yeah.
And so it's more than capable.
Oh yeah.
It has more than enough power. So it's like essentially it's an S chassis, but just SR chassis, but just bigger.
You have knuckles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got those
like,
crazy billet.
Oh, no shit.
Fucking like full
Yeah,
lock.
I think. Well, I finally built some lock stops. I'm limiting it to like 55 degrees, just because anything past that it drives real weird.
Really?
If I can't figure it out this year, because I mean I've been messing with this kit since I got it in like 2015.
What's it called?
TDP. It's some company out of Ireland that doesn't make this stuff anymore.
It's like one off.
What you should do is just cut those fucking
That's-
strut towers
no,
off
yeah,
and
yeah.
S chassis to the front.
Yeah, if I can't make this work, because even when I went out and drove last week and I didn't like it, you know, it was still, I wasn't happy with it.
Yeah.
So I think I might just, I've got an idea in my head where I'll cut the tower.
Dom
did that,
Dom
yeah.
did that. He switched to something, right?
S chassis.
It's chassis. He did it the more involved way,
Okay.
where he actually cut the towers out of an actual S chassis and then cut his out and then welded the S chassis
Oh,
the
shit.
entire tower. And
Really?
I have an idea where
It's not crazy.
well, I think all I want to do is just like the actual top of the tower where the strut bolts in. Because the only problem with these is like it doesn't mount where the S chassis does. It kind of mounts back over here. I could leave that alone, but you can't mount it right here where it's supposed to because there's like a cutout for the wishbone or like a hump in, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not flat.
Okay.
So I think I want to just cut that part out on both sides, put in flat plate, and then drill holes and put the coil right there. That'd be the easiest way to do it.
Great.
And
I mean, but if you did remove yours, it'll clean up a lot of the bay too. It'll give you more room in the engine bay for whatever.
no, that would be nice because it's
Because it's all crammed and like that the whole strut tower on the ZR.
It's huge, yeah.
It's fucking
It's like
like
this
it's
big, yeah.
gigantic, yeah.
yeah.
So if you just put an S chassis, just a small little horseshoe.
If I didn't finish the VG, which of course I did because I already had it and all I needed was a wire harness.
Yeah.
From the other car that is.
Yeah.
But if I did do that, my plan was to to cut the front end off altogether, like post
Fuck yeah.
post tower, and then just run a tube, make like a tube front, if you will, but like from like here
Yeah.
up. That way I have none of that junk in there, and then I can just build my own round tube
Sick.
shock.
Because this is not, you're not doing any competition.
No, I'm not.
This is
no.
for fun.
It's
This
just
is
for
this
fun,
is yours. Yeah.
I dabbled in the
I like
competition.
that.
I don't like anything about it.
So you ran Pro-Am 2014, 2015, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Hated it. Or eventually.
I didn't hate it. It was just not worth the money.
Oh,
And the
okay, cool.
stress and
That's
time.
expensive, man.
It's
It's
so
so
it's
expensive.
$1,000 a weekend. if
Were
want to
you
do
were you
that.
trying to get FE license?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course. And then I
No,
realized
because
I was
like
stupid.
even if you do like nowadays, like you got to do Pro 2. When I did it, there's no Pro 2, no nothing. You
Yeah,
go
the
to
first
this, like
year-
nationals
The
or
first
whatever.
year I got into it, you guys were still running Pro-Am at I think I was doing grassroots that year, and you guys did Pro-Am with FD. And then the next year, it was Pro 2.
Yeah.
I was like, that really kills the
And so,
vibe.
but then again, it kind of, I mean, that opened up possibilities to guys who are not like pro teams to be able to feel out, to see what the competitive side is like, and possibly get their feet wet. So then when they go
Get their
into
dick wet.
FD,
Get their dick wet. Just
dick wet.
dabble their toes in it.
One of those.
What solidified it for me though is like, I mean, the competition, it's still fun to an extent, but
okay.
I mean, obviously just driving the homies is way more fun. And that's what got us all into it. But it's still fun. It's something to do, you know, go out and have the competition. It's something
And you
to
come
do
from a
every
racing background.
And I came from a racing background, so it's still kind of fun. But what really solidified it for me was like, you know, I have a good job. I have a pension job. It's like I can't quit my job. I'd be stupid to at this point. As much as I'd love to and start my own shop, it's like if I put in my 30 years, I've got a paycheck for the rest of my fucking life. So I've kind of got this gig I can't really leave. And it's a really
as long as you like it, right? Like you like it to an extent.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like
I don't mind going
being
there.
a fucking adult too about it. You know, we're not kids.
Well, and so
we gotta take care of. We
have responsibilities, and with this job comes like, you know, I make what, like 60, 70 hours of vacation a year. That's enough. Well, that seems like a lot, right?
Yeah.
But when you're traveling cross country and like I don't make enough to pay someone to tow my shit, so I have to tow it.
Yeah.
And I foot the hotel bills and blah 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 blah. So
It's your own race program.
yeah, take the money out of it. I don't have the vacation time to make it work.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't want to dedicate that amount of money, because even I remember talking to Rob Primo back in the day when he ran.
Rob Primo.
Another name you haven't heard.
Jeez, dropping all these names.
Well,
Dinosaurs.
It's
Basically
important,
naming all
because I
dinosaurs.
talked to him the last year, one of the last couple years he did FD, and he was saying he spent like 70 grand that year.
Yeah.
I don't know what you spent when you ran. God damn.
I only ran. I'm easy. I only run the West Coast.
Yeah.
Fuck going
East
to the
Coast,
other side.
Yeah.
Dude, like I don't know. Like you said, it's a waste of fucking money.
Yeah.
To me, like I like my job. I like what I do. I like the money I make. I like what I'm able to provide for my family. So I don't. That's not really. I don't want to live that life. Like it's cool. Like I would like to do it. Like when I can. Do 2-3 events here and there, but then again, it fucks up their point scores and everything, and I don't know, it's too much money.
Yeah, it's
a
not
waste.
worth it.
I'd rather just take this money and like buy cool shit, upgrade my cars I have, and go out and have fun with
Live your own
friends.
life, not.
So
So, been drifting for 13 years. That brings us to the present age, right?
I get it. I'm kind of
What are we doing now? So we're doing grassroots event now, right? You're doing
just team stuff and just drive with the homies.
Yeah.
Any chance I can get to drive with you guys or my team. That's.
And what is your team, by the way?
Team Destroy.
Team Destroy. What's Instagram?
insert here.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Should have worn the shirt. No, didn't want to get dirty today.
He was working on my car all day.
Oh, I should have worn the coveralls. I have Destroy coveralls.
Oh, it's all right. Okay, cool. So you guys you're doing like grassroots drift events, like locally, but also you've driven FinalBout before.
Yeah, we do the FinalBout events, the Super D events, the Nissan Fest events. There are a lot of team style events. The stuff that puts more importance on just, you know, having fun and honestly, I hate to say it, having a cool car.
Yeah.
You know, like I love. That's what got me into this fucking sport, was seeing these guys back in 2006, 2007 with like. No, literally.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, GM kits and big, big wide wheels and just flashy lights. Like that's what fucking drifting is.
Yeah, that's fun.
And
it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
You know, but like we're not all aiming to compete, but we just want to go have fun with our friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm into these days, and just like. You know, with this car, when I ran the whole Pro-Am thing, the car went downhill so fast, because that was the mentality of like, it was like, what was the saying? Speed before, like power before looks, you know? And because there's like people that go power before looks, or looks before power, and it's kind of hard to get both.
It's whoever can make the most amount of power and then make it hook, right? Just make it stick to the ground.
Like pro stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
I just mean like building your car, you know? Because it all starts somewhere. You can either spend your money buying the cool parts to make it look fucking cool, or you can upgrade the turbo and stuff, stock body and stock wheels. It's like none of us can afford all that shit at one time and just go bam.
And you seem like I have zero experience, nor have I ever wanted to like dabble in pro-am stuff, but you seem to get a lot more seat time doing grassroots
Oh,
events
absolutely.
anyway.
Yeah, you get to.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot.
like
Yeah.
when we did Super D Northwest Trial, it was two days of drifting at Spirit Peaks, which is 3 hours away, and
Yeah.
it's a abandoned
I
warehouse.
love that track.
Oh yeah,
building. And so there's no building left, and it's just the asphalt.
Yeah.
So they set up a course with tires.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally, I think I couldn't even 100 laps, 200 laps. You can't.
I ran
count.
out of.
You ran out of supplies.
Yeah.
Everything.
I ran out of I couldn't count how many laps I did.
Yeah.
I was like, this is
Yeah.
fun. I got tired from driving.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like, when I first got into doing these kind of events, go with the team especially noticed it because I'd be just go out and do a lap after lap after lap after lap after lap, just like non-stop. And everybody else would kind of chill back and just kind of relax, and they go out and do some runs. I'd be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Let's go drive. And they're like, chill, dude. Because when you come from Pro-Am or just running the competition side, it's like you got your qualifying, you got your practice, and hopefully you make it past your first battle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every lap you get, you gotta go do. So when you get these chances to there's an open track, you guys go have fun. And when it's not like our local track where there's 70 drivers and 3 groups, and it's like, that sucks because you get 10 laps all day.
Yeah.
When it's these events where it's just 60 people most, and it's 10 teams,
Yeah.
It's like you just go out and drive until your heart's content. And
Well, usually at those kinds of events, guys are a little bit more skilled, so you're not having to deal with people spinning out all the time in front of you, stopping the track. People can avoid
so much. Yeah, the track's hot all the time because I've never shut it down for.
We should have a podcast episode just on track etiquette and tandem etiquette.
Would be nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
like a intro, whatever. So, write that down, Jamie.
Right. Okay.
So you've driven a bunch of tracks, up and down the West Coast. You've done range and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Which is your favorite one you've driven, and why?
That is a tough question.
Pop quiz. So our local track's Evergreen Speedway in Monroe, Washington. That's the usual thing. That's the local skate park.
I'm sorry, Kevin, you're not going to see this anyway, but Evergreen is definitely down there. It's just going downhill. We only go because it's 10 minutes away, or 20 minutes.
It's Walter E. Hall Skate Park in Everett.
I don't know. No.
Yeah, exactly. It's right there. It's I don't want to go, but I don't want to go farther. So. And everything else is 2-3 hours away. And it's I gotta load up the trailer. It's
For the record,
that stuff out.
I like Evergreen, so.
For the record.
Okay, well, all right. I like Evergreen in the sense of a private rental day where you get 5 guys, you rent the track out for 4 hours.
It's the same
That's
as
a blast.
Yeah.
I like it on Friday night trips when 13 people show up.
Yeah.
And you don't have to share the track. But when you go out there and there's 120 fucking drivers,
No, fuck that. No.
and
I can't do that.
75 to 80 of them spin out every single lap.
Gotta make money.
Some to 2 to 3 times per lap. You sit in a line of. You could be 10 cars back. It's double file,
Yeah.
So you're sitting here. It's they send one, and then you wait for them to do a lap and hope they don't spin out, and then they send the other. And so you're sitting. All you're doing the whole time is this, moving your clutch leg out, inch the car forward, and then you finally do a lap. And if you're testing your car out, it's after you change something, you do one lap, and you're like, oh God, did I feel what it did differently? I don't know. But you go lap
Half an hour later.
half an hour later. It's wait, what did I do wrong last lap that I don't remember that I need to change?
Yeah.
So
I fucking hate that.
So safe to say Evergreen's not your number one.
No.
Spirit Peaks is up there.
Spirit Peaks is definitely up there. It's just a.
I would say that place, just how much runtime you can get, that's a good place to go tune.
Oh, absolutely.
Like suspension
Absolutely.
or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck you're working on. That place, just because of the runtime, and
I think-
they don't stop the track for every fucking little thing. So that would be a good place to
Yeah,
tune.
and they run it a hot lap too, where everybody's
Yeah.
on a hot lap.
Yep.
They send one driver out or 2, sometimes if you have a cage. And they make you do the entire lap, and then they send the next car. Where as soon as the car gets around the first corner at Spirit Peaks, they send the next one, and they just hot lap the whole time.
But you've driven Shawano?
I have not.
Oh, you've not?
I have not,
Oh, cool. Sick. None of us have. Awesome. But you've driven Grange.
Driven Grange, Park.
Okay.
Park's fun.
How's
Park's a
Park?
blast. You haven't been to Park, have
I'm
you?
not. I wanted.
FinalBout gonna be your first time?
Yeah, his first time
Poppin'
too.
cherry.
How many times have you
And
been
popping
Park?
axles and
Yeah?
control arms. Well, they repaved it, so I think it's better. But
Okay.
there used to be like this big of a drop off
No
from the
shit.
asphalt. So.
Okay.
So you can't be dirt dropping because
And-
everybody
and-
dirt drops and, digs out the fucking
and the
road.
track is super skinny, so like not wide, you know, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
easy to.
So there's a few corners that they widen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for that,
Just for
because
that
like
reason.
so many people come out to drift all the time.
Okay.
It's not just carts. So they actually spent the money on widening it, which is like
Well
big
worth
ups
it,
to
yeah.
them, you know.
Big ups to them too. They also apparently built a little trough like off to the side of the straightaway there that they can fill with water, so you can drive into it after you do your lap to cool your tires down.
Oh, cool.
What?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Genius.
That's pretty cool.
Because that is one track. Like that's probably that's probably my favorite track.
Art? No
I
shit.
haven't been
Cool.
there since FinalBout 2016 just because
Okay.
of life. you know.
Okay, yeah. So,
But-
4 years, but
Yeah.
how many times have you driven it?
I can't count.
No shit, a
Yeah.
lot. Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
fun.
That's
But
good.
yeah, it's definitely my favorite track because it's unlike Spirit Peaks. It's got the scenery, which is nice. Like Spirit Peaks is just the parking lot, you know.
Yeah.
And this is it's like an actual track that you
Yeah.
have to stay on. That's the one thing I don't like about Spirit Peaks. I mean, I love it, but I don't just
Yeah.
because like it takes half the fun out. Is it's so wide.
Right.
Like you can pick 13 different lines for every corner.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's great for tandeming because if you fuck up, the next guy behind you can just sit right in there. Like,
Yeah.
but I do really like the technical side of Park. It does
Okay.
make it a lot more fun, and the fact that Park. I mean, I haven't counted the corners,
Uh-huh.
but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 corners, maybe 11 corners.
Uh-huh.
I mean, just think about that. 11 fucking corners. What's Evergreen's 3? Right, left, right.
Yeah. It's all good.
Then you wait 30 minutes. Right, left, right.
That's right.
So
We're good. We're
that's why I think I'd have to put Park up there.
How does this car do that?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
It makes torque, right? It makes
Lots
shovels
of
of
torque,
torque.
yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
makes-
3 liter?
Must be nice.
I don't remember the exact numbers. I think it was like 600. So it was 608 horse.
You make more torque than horsepower?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. You got to be pure torque for that.
Yeah. Okay.
But it made
Not
like
V8 yet.
it made like 543 torque.
Damn! That's probably twice as much as my FD.
That's like 3 times as much as my SR right now.
Pretty good, yeah. And it's only got 2 cylinders, which doesn't make 2 more, you know. So it's like why isn't but 3 liter, I guess. So just
Huh.
bigger, more.
You guys can talk, whatever. It's rolling.
Oh, this is awkward.
Well, people have a bathroom, you can ask.
No.
They're sleeping.
Yeah, they're sleeping.
It's like right next.
Oh shit.
Can I open this?
Yeah. Let the heat out. Hurry, go. Let the heat out. Or lock them out. I don't remember where we were. Talking about cars and shit.
Anyway, I like your car.
Thank you.
Fuck all this.
So your cars. Talk about your cars for a minute.
Same old man. I'm still just fucking working.
How many cars do these people know about that you have?
Well, I think we said it last podcast. We just got 2. I got my 240 hatchbacks and an R chassis that I'm working on. This is where like
Yeah.
similarities exist. Mine is still, it's not converted or anything. Still double strong.
You're staying with one now, right? Yeah. So you got your buddy's gonna do like a full build on that though, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
chopping
like-
shit up and.
Dude, it's
How long?
like talking every single panel on the car. Like I have a set in fiberglass and a set in carbon fiber.
So you're. Wow.
Like for every single fucking panel except for the
Wow.
roof. But I may talk to them about the roof and do the roof as well. So,
God damn.
but that'll be all for that'll be for more like show stuff
Mhm.
and then the glass stuff. But I'll
Oh,
have
so
the
you're
same
gonna leave the
livery.
carbon like not painted?
Yeah.
You're talking about the R34?
Yeah.
Okay, it's rolling.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That's cool, okay,
That's
cool.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants
We
to
do.
keep secret or not anymore. So
I like the secrets. Leave me alone.
Alright, cool. Okay, so one thing I talked to him about. Oh, are you guys still talking about R34?
No.
Okay, cool.
Whatever.
Alright, so since you came into drifting about a generation or 2 after us, like who
I
are
wouldn't
your...
say a whole generation, damn.
No, like, we were talking about this. Like,
What do you mean generation?
So there's like
Gen 1, Gen 2.
Gen 1, Gen 2. So there's like, we feel like we're like Gen 7 of like Washington State drifting right now.
Oh, where we're at today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't even know people that started drifting like 4 years ago.
Right. So like say Gen 2 were like the Rollins, and we're like the Gen 1. So you'd be like Gen 3. Right?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're in generation.
So it's like every 2 or 3 years is a generational change.
Okay, yeah,
in
fucking
drifting.
nerd, yeah. So if you're like a Gen 3, like who were you growing up through drifting and like your drift education? Like who did you look up to? Like,
come here, give me a hug.
No, stop! No. I wasn't fishing. I wasn't fishing for compliments. No, like JDM, like JDM people.
I didn't really get into that.
No shit.
Really? I didn't watch Option until like I was older.
No shit. Really?
Bro, I'm all like there.
Yeah,
but then
that's
again,
our education.
Again, it's like that's like Gen 0.
See, I had you guys. You guys did all hard work for me.
Holy fuck, we're fucking upheld you. I have no idea.
Holy shit, I wish I was a better role model.
Holy shit, yeah, for real. I have no fucking idea. Holy fuck.
Sick.
Like, Comrade DVD and shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Smells like
I feel so late.
Yeah.
Really?
You're blushing.
Am I?
And you're dark.
How can you tell?
No, I don't know. You can't.
You just
I'm
Okay, so like you didn't get into like option, like did you follow Formula Drift or D1? What the fuck? YouTube videos?
Not. It's just more like showing up to the track and seeing.
Yeah,
people there, you know?
and the AW films.
Okay,
Abbott's
cool.
films.
Oh, okay, sick.
Albert Wilkerson.
Wilkerson.
A-Dub Films,
Yeah.
aka
What happened to that
AW
guy?
stickers. He's balling now.
Balling.
He just bought a G63. It's
I
a
don't
20.
know.
That's an A Mercedes.
It's a Mercedes. It's a $150,000 SUV.
Cool.
I sold a couple when I had a Mercedes. Balling. Like balling. You'd like it. They're
See?
balling.
I'm sure.
You sold enough to buy cool parts for the RX-7, but not enough to buy your own AMG.
Yes.
Okay. Smart move.
Hashtag
Get out before you get too deep.
So like, okay, since you didn't really have like the traditional classically trained like JDM education, which is fine.
Yeah, I don't have the textbook, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not needed, obviously, because you're one of
It's not a
the more
prerequisite, my
accomplished.
friend.
Yeah.
I think all that stuff applies to us dinosaurs. Like serious, but like Gen 3, 4 on, it's all stuff
Everything
that's happening
here,
now.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Formula Drift and it's whatever your local events are. And even the kids who are going now, they're like,
Dude.
guys are like right here, like
In Tokyo Drift, when he says, when like, do you know who DK is? I did not get the reference. I didn't know.
Really?
Was.
No shit.
wow,
Okay.
wow.
So
That's a
I
different
didn't
way
know
of
there
doing
was a guy in Japan.
Yeah, because
that was
like
a drift
we
king.
look at drifting and everything as like through our mindset because where we started,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but we don't
to
look at
put in perspective. I thought
guys.
drifting started with Tokyo Drift. I didn't know about '90s Japanese drifting until I was
Oh,
older.
shit. That's cool. That's
Just-
cool and like a weird, looks like
It's odd, yeah.
odd perspective. Okay, so who do you look up to now? Do you have like?
You're looking at
Stop, man! Like
No. You're
okay.
looking at him.
Oh, okay,
There
cool.
you go.
Okay,
Good
cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. Not that I don't look up to anybody, but
Okay.
I just, you know, I got my own visions of what I want to do now. I don't have to be like anybody else.
Okay. What are those?
I don't know.
I mean, you can.
Am I being too loud? Okay.
You can have like people like. Well, for him, he enjoys like driving, yes, but also building. Building is one of his things, like working on these things.
Yeah.
And so,
Shane's an accomplished mechanic, by the way.
Yes.
One of the few people I trust, and I do trust him with my cars, and he's worked on my RX-8 and my FD,
yeah,
because I'm fucking lazy.
yeah.
My back!
After seeing the underside of the FD, I see why you would want to work on it.
You're right! And the RX-8.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've done this all before. I'm like, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
The horror.
But it's like you can have builders and things like that who are like.
I would say, yeah, at this point, just because, like, you know, I'm happy with where I am in drifting, but it's like with the building side of things, like that's something I need to accomplish now. So I have people I look up and do that I want, like, ooh, I want to learn how to do this, I want to do that. And it's like
Your stories about having to make tools is hilarious.
That is
It's
funny,
freaking
yeah.
cool.
Fuck yeah,
Or
dude.
just like having to work on people's headaches and shit. Because you don't work on just drift cars. You do
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
repairs
I'm a
them.
regular mechanic during the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I don't know why, but ironically, like working out of my own garage at home in the after hours.
He's like Jesse, except less
Jesse.
the ADD.
I never really met Jesse.
He's like Jesse, but minus the ADD. Really.
Doesn't he race motorcycles now?
Yeah. Hashtag shout out Jesse Kinsey and the whole Kinsey clan.
Kinsey
Racing.
playing, I like that.
Racing motorcycles at the Ridge Motorsports Park in Shelton. Beautiful track.
Look at all that love.
Yeah. So you don't have a definitive guide of where you're trying to go, but you have an image of what you want to accomplish in drifting, yes? Maintain what you have now.
Yeah.
With you and your
Supposed
team,
to have a
right?
good time.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Okay. That's fucking
I think
cool.
the majority of it that's what it amounts to is just doing this so you can, like, spending I don't know how many hours in here all the time away from your family just so you can have
A
I
day's
don't know.
worth of fun.
It's you. It's yours. You know, it's nobody else's. You can kind of share it with your family. I go back and forth, like with my family and stuff. Like, how much stuff do I want to expose? You know, of like drifting. So like, do I want to take him to every fucking event? Do I want to drag him out there? Do I want to make my wife sit through this shit?
Yeah.
That she's not really like. My kid likes it, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, she's a little too young. Same for yours.
How old's your kid? Four.
My
How old's
kid
your kid?
Two. My kid fucking loves it.
Yeah.
He loves everything.
Yeah.
I have Earl in here.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what is this? Takes adjustable
He's like,
socket,
look at this.
smashes it. I was like, I was like, I tried to, I was like, don't freak out.
That's awesome. He smacked the car.
I was like, freak.
Yeah.
Smack the car.
That's awesome.
No,
He's like,
it's
let me
fun,
fix this shit.
It's like,
Only car he's ever done that to.
no, yeah, it's hilarious. It was my FD.
That's awesome.
Whatever. I was like, but it
A
hurt.
little part of Earl died inside.
I did a little bit. It hurt a lot. I was just like,
Nah, but it's you know, you're not gonna drag him to every event, and so it's kind of like it's you and it's your getaway from
Yeah.
the monotony of
life.
everyday BS you
Yeah,
gotta
what the
deal
fuck else
with.
would I do with my
And so
days?
it's you spend your time in here to make this better, so then you can spend the few hours you go out like once a month maybe to go to a drift event to spend time with your friends.
Mhm.
The friends that you share a certain passion with, like driving, but he happens to also build stuff, you know.
very cool. So your car's running good?
Yeah.
Sick. You did a shakedown about a week ago at Evergreen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I changed some stuff in the front steering because, like I was saying earlier, I can't figure out this billet steering kit.
What does it feel like? Like what's
Weird. That's all.
like
I can
floaty?
say. No.
Floaty? No.
No, it has adjustable Ackerman. So you've had a Weissfire kit before.
Don't ask me. I don't.
No,
know.
no, no,
I know
no.
nothing. I know nothing.
But you know how they have those little adjusters for the Ackerman, and it's like you have 3 different settings. And
Yeah.
it's just like an offset washer, basically.
Yeah.
This knuckle, where the tie rod bolts in, it's slotted like that far.
Yeah. So you can.
So you've got like
You're-
fucking
yeah.
70 degrees of adjustment of Ackerman, which is stupid. So I can like,
On each wheel.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so as you adjust it, it like throws the toe way out of whack. So you got to re-toe the car every time you change those. And like, there's no instruction book that's like put it here for this, put it here for this. Like, figure it out. And we're in Ireland.
Yeah.
We no longer make the kit, and we don't speak your language. So.
Fuck.
And you
But-
can't just run chop knuckle? I'm a caveman. I'm just like,
These cars come. So I may look back into that, but like I said, I think if I'm gonna go back to the chop knuckle route, I'll just cut it off and do S chassis.
oh, okay.
Because
Cool.
these cars come with an aluminum knuckle up front.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and so like modding
What?
those is far.
Aluminum knuckle?
Yeah, it's far and few between people who mod those, and they generally break. I've had modded knuckles on before, and they were okay, but the Ackerman was atrocious.
Huh.
So you know, you'd set the car in the drift,
Dude.
and the front end would just like slow it
You're
down.
like literally just doing the strut tower stuff by the same knuckles that you got in the rear.
Yeah,
Throw
oh,
that
the
shit
car
in
would
front,
win money.
And dude, so much simpler. So much simpler.
S chassis.
Literally.
600 horsepower S chassis. That's
And-
cool.
and-
But it looks
and
like
heavier.
cool.
Yeah, just a little heavier, but it's fine. You have the power. To,
This car's just, I mean, last time I weighed it, which was the other chassis with a cage in it, with me, without me in it was like 2950, so with me
Nice.
it was
Oh.
like 3100 pounds.
Oh shit.
Um,
Well, yeah, that's what an S chassis weighs, 2,900 pounds.
yeah, that was with a cage. So this car without a cage, probably right there around 2900 pounds.
Boogie. Fuck
cool.
yeah, that's dope.
But yeah, so I tested the car out last weekend, and those Ackerman adjusters, those are stupid. I know nothing about them. So I have a little mural up there on my whiteboard that you can't see because it's out of frame. I spent like 2 days, and by days I mean nights after work, but you know, countless hours of like, I maxed those bitches out to the inside, aligned the front end, set the car down, and measured it. I was like, okay, nope, and then ran it back up, adjusted them in 1/4 of an inch, tightened everything back down, aligned the front end. Because I've got.
You've been driving for a while. Is it something? Maybe I'm so simplistic. Like, is it something that you can force yourself to compensate driving way?
Yes, but I don't want to have to.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like I've had plenty of cars where you can just, just throw it around and it's easy, it's fun. And this thing, it's like, so what it does is, well, it's many things because wherever I set those, generally it's like anti-Ackerman. So
I honestly don't even really know what Ackerman really is. That's me.
Do you want to nerd out for a second?
Well, it's like the amount of camber you gain at full on.
No.
That's not. I don't know. I do not know what Ackerman is.
Look at the camera. You have your right wheel, your left wheel. Zero Ackerman. So like neutral Ackerman.
Driving straight.
Well, no. Just position straight. As you turn, they turn at the exact same rate.
Okay.
So if this one's at 55 degrees, this one's at 55 degrees.
Okay.
Gotta be zero. No car.
Zero Ackerman.
Yeah, no car has zero Ackerman. Most cars from the factory have a certain amount. I don't know the number off the top of my head.
Okay.
But you ever notice, like, you turn your wheels on a factory, let's say a fucking Corolla, right? And the inside one goes like that far, but the outside one only goes like that far.
If your wheels were eyes, it'd be wonky-eyed.
Wonky-eyed factory.
Yeah, wonky-eyed.
That's what it is. One turns further than the other.
That way, when you go in a circle, the tires spin the same speed because the inside one has to spin faster because it's a smaller circle that it's making. So that's why the OEMs do that.
Interesting.
And that's what Ackerman did. But for drifting, that fucks us because when we mod the knuckles and they turn farther, it makes the Ackerman worse the farther you go. And then when it's really high Ackerman, you have like 55 degrees on this tire, but 30 on this tire.
Yeah.
When you're drifting, this tire acts as a brake and just scrubs along. And that's why certain cars with like poorly modified knuckles that have a lot of Ackerman, you can just stand on the throttle on like the 3/8 at Evergreen and just milk the back tires off, but you're going like 5 miles an hour because the front end is just dragging you along.
Got it. Okay.
But this kit is so adjustable that I can go. I haven't done the like measuring of it, but it seems like I can go from like positive Ackerman up like a whole shit ton. I could get like 70 degrees or almost 80 degrees on the front tire. That's the problem. There's no steering stop, so it goes so far beyond using range that I can go like 80 degrees on the lead tire, and I can have like 50 degrees on the trailing tire.
You're like Earl. You're like crab walking.
When it was in prime, I would crab walk. Like I could get on the bank and just crab walk.
Cool.
But they were set up the other way, so I can go all the way from because that tire pickup is slotted, like I said.
And fuck, that shit can move too.
It came loose one time.
Oh, what the fuck?
But
you could at least have like different fucking holes. Like drill fucking holes so you can like individually change.
They want it to be infinitely adjustable.
But then how does it stop? Like if it's slotted?
Well, so they do have bolts that you thread into the side of the knuckle that come into the slot to like where the rod is.
Okay.
I took those out thinking I didn't need them.
Oh, fuck.
Now they're back in there. But anyway, so if I go back all the other way on that slot, then it's like I can get like 50 degrees, let's say, on the leading tire and like 80 on the trailing.
Okay.
Which that does not fucking work.
No.
That doesn't work at all.
What does that do? So if this slows you down, what does this do?
It's no. It's more.
No, he's right. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. That does nothing. That does. So we're drifting this way. We're drifting this way. So
I've never.
This way. Like this slows you down. What the fuck does this?
I've never tried that per se.
Okay.
But I've had it set up anti Ackerman or negative Ackerman, where it'll be like 60 or 65 degrees on the lead and like 68 or 70 on the trail, and that's how you get the crab walk.
Yeah,
but
because the tires are going this way, and
but I have been fortunate enough to always hit up guys that know what they're doing already. That's
that's
so I
the way
just have chopped
you're a
knuckles.
genius. But anyway, so what happens?
Keep it simple.
What happens with this is like when we were at Super D at Spirit Peaks, and that's how it was set up.
Yeah,
that's why I did all those measurements. Like something's wrong. This just isn't fucking right. And so you throw you do your feint or whatever, you want your clutch kick this way, clutch kick that way, into the corner if it's going that way.
Yeah.
And the car would just slide off the fucking track.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Washed out.
Many times.
Yeah. Huh.
And if I could keep the front end, what I ended up having to do, because you were saying, can't you just like drive out of it?
You just. Have you watched Brink? You know the rollerblading movie Brink?
I've never seen it.
Oh, for real?
Too young.
Skate better.
Skate
better. Skate better. I'm gonna skate better.
But yeah, so
shout out to Arc8 Drift Knuckles. He did an awesome job on my Arc8, by the way, because it drives awesome, and I don't have to worry about this mad genius bullshit.
Yeah. So what I would have to do to even make that corner, because like I said, I'd throw the car, and instead of like going that way, it would go right where the tires point.
I saw you like walk out that way.
Yeah. So what I would have to do is I'd have to take the wheel, Nick. I would take the wheel and go. No, I just want to show you because like you'll understand. I'd throw it, and I'd have to go like this on the wheel to like straighten them back out, so they would like so they actually scrub.
What the fuck?
Like slow down the front end, and so that's why the car, like every video of me at that track is me just like jerking around the corner because I'd have to do this on the wheel, like bring it back to slow it down, but then then you're pointing the wrong way, so you bring so it's like I'm just doing this rather than just throw it in and just kind of barely and then throttle through it. So that's what happens when it's backwards, and it's fucking stupid.
That's scary.
So I've been playing around with that, trying to figure that nonsense out. I just
It feels okay now or no?
It feels okay, but what I found out last week.
What do we got? 2 weeks to FinalBout?
Yeah, we got like.
Oh, I'm not changing anything.
We can swap the whole strut tower and everything. Fuck yeah, we can.
I've got too many customer cars. Don't worry, going.
They can fucking wait. They can wait. We can build.
I've got a VQ. I've got to rebuild. I've got a EJ25. I've got to rebuild.
Say, listen, we gotta make this event. We're overhauling.
Yeah.
We're overhauling. They do it in like a week.
Yeah.
We can
cable.
And Earl can edit that shit out, right? Yeah. Make it look like today.
Yep. Cool. So the next event that you're planning to drive, as with a lot of North drivers, is FinalBout.
That's the next planned one. I'm sure there will be an event before that.
Yeah. I'm trying to shake down.
Yeah.
We should hit up.
I'm trying to shake something.
We should have the same Spirit Peaks event.
Trying to shake something.
Mm-hmm. With the FD though, street drive. That's street drive. Are you gonna street drive now?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. No. See, I like street drivable cars. Rolling to the. I like simplicity. Simple.
Nope. Simple. Load it on the back.
Yeah.
Fucking go to the track.
I load that shit up. I just load it on the trailer and head home.
Yep. Fuck that. You're tired, and then after a whole day of driving,
last thing I want to do is street home.
Fuck that. No, I can't do that. Not no more. I'm old. I'm old as fuck. You're old but young.
Yeah.
You're old inside, young on the outside.
So, what time is it? It's like 2 hours.
It is
No.
10:30.
Oh, it's no way.
Yeah.
Okay, an hour and a half. Yeah. So, what do you? If you were the type to give away advice, which you don't have to, what would you tell people to? These Gen 6s,
What's
Gen
the
7s,
question? I mean, you've got a million ways with that.
To basically help them in their evolution of the craft of drifting. Like, what would you give them as like a parting wisdom?
Where are they in their career of drifting?
Gen 7s.
Don't buy cheap shit.
No, I mean, do they already own a car? What do they own?
They own a car. They're like the Evergreen grommets. The EvergreenDrift grommets.
Oh boy, I can't. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Or at least
buy over fenders and nice wheels.
Oh, okay. Make them look good.
Half the reason I hate going out there is
the scenery.
The scenery is terrible, and you look at these beat up cars. I mean, I get it. That's how you drive hard and have fun.
Yeah,
it's like,
we were all.
I'm to the point where I'm tired of fixing my shit.
I was never like that.
So if I see a beat up car, it's like I'm not driving because I don't want to fix my car if you fuck up.
Yeah.
Or if I fuck up. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And so it's just like
We could make it look pretty.
It's make it look good. It's not that hard. I mean,
it's really not.
Make it look pretty and keep it simple.
Hashtag Kansai. There you go.
Make it look pretty and keep it simple.
Yeah.
Kansai
wheels got some cheap wheels that look good.
Cool.
Like knockoff body kits left and right.
Yeah.
Even though you should buy real.
That doesn't bother me. Yeah, for a good car.
Cool. Any shout outs you want to shout out? No? Okay. So catch Drift Team Destroy at FinalBout or sooner than that. What's your Instagram
Instagram is, what is that? It's
Cannon_Shain.
there we go.
I like that you don't know it.
Is there anything else like Twitter? Like
Nah,
okay, cool.
shit.
So Instagram, yeah. Most car guys just have Instagram.
Settle down, Joe.
Yeah,
Settle down.
cool.
I don't got time for that other shit.
Yeah, right on. Sick. Anything else, gents? This was fun.
No, I just want to drive. I just want to drive.
Let's keep going.
I just need to put my car together.
My battery's about to die.
I got a charger.
Shane wants to go all night.
When's
I'm gonna be up until like 4 in the morning.
When's that next event?
So easy. Yeah.
What?
When's the next
We don't.
pre-shakedown? Or you
There's a Spirit Teats next Sunday. I have a calendar. Cool.
I need like a week prior to the event. Like I need to go look at something a week prior to the event.
All right, we're gonna wrap this bitch up.
Peace out.
Peace.
Cool.